Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Alma Scots Basketball, live on 104.9 WQBX, online at WQBX.biz, presented by Alma College with live video streaming at almascots.com. I'm Jeff Somerville, welcoming you into the Mercantile Bank Scots pregame show. And 320 days since the last home event here for the Alma College Scots. We are back, and good to be here at the Art Smith Arena tonight. Scots coming in here 0-1 on the season. They got things started on Tuesday night over at Calvin, falling 99-65 in that ball game. But tonight it's the Alma Scots and the Trine Thunder here from Art Smith Arena. The Thunder, perennial power in the MIAA, but they lost a whole lot of scoring in that offseason. We'll talk about that here in just a little bit. The Thunder come into this ball game 3-0 on the season. They played a couple of games all the way back in November, beating Adrian 66-59, and then putting it on Mount St. Joseph by a score of 81-45, and then in January taking out Benedictine, a perennial power, 73-72 in overtime. So the Thunder haven't played basketball in a while, but when they have, they are 3-0 on the young season. They're led by Nick Bowman, averaging 18.2 points per game. Bowman, a junior out of Angola, Indiana, but quite a good story for Bowman as, he's come on very, very strong this year. And he's a guy who last year only played in 18 games and only averaged 7.5 minutes per game in those games that he played, 2.3 points. He did start 4 games his freshman year, but averaged just 2.9 points per game. But, going from the 2.3 and 2.9 all the way up to 18.2 points per game so far this season. Bowman, a great contributor for the Thunder so far this year and a great story. Now, the reason that they need to find those scorers is they lost 4 of the finest scorers in the MIAA from last year. Nice thing that they do have is the return of their leading scorer from a year ago, Cole Cliver. Cliver last season averaging 18.6 points per game. These two teams met 3 times a year ago. Thunder winning all 3 matchups, the last meeting 82-79 in favor of Trine in the MIAA tournament. Trine also won the other 2 meetings 79-71 and 91-78. Cole Cliver 21 points in the MIAA tournament game, 21 in the 79-70. Come back the other way. Tried a backdoor cut, or looked at it, decided not to take it. Inside has it batted away, and now stolen by Damon. He'll bring it back up right side. Scots trailing 9-6 here. Cliver long 3, looks to tie it. Good! Cole Cliver with an early 5, and this game is tied at 9 apiece. Bowman with it. Swing it around right side. Williams up top. Now swings it back around Bowman. Williams going to trigger a 3 in and out, no good. And the rebound's going to come to Bordeaux. Over to Williams. Williamson to Rake. Back up top, Williamson. They'll try to reset. Looked inside for Cliver, decided not to go for it. And they'll reset with Damon with 15 on the shot clock. Nate dribbles it to his right. Back, Williamson looking for Rake inside. Going to try to go all the way across court to Gabe Bordeaux, but that's going to go out of bounds off of the Thunder. Connor Jones got in there. And with 6 seconds on the shot clock, the Scots will make a couple of changes. They'll bring in Xavier Bargesser along with Xavier Glenn. Scott's going to try to get it way up top with just 5 on the shot clock. Going to have to get something off here quickly. It's Cliver with a fall-away 3 off the front iron and good. Cole Cliver with 8, and it's 12-9 Scots. Cliver doing it all here early on. Thunder with it now, working it up top. Here's Bowman. They swing it around and reset again. Round right side go the Thunder. Kick it out McKinsey. Inside and 1. Oh, a nice move by Connor Jones. Basket's going to count and the foul. Didn't quite catch who the foul was on there. Foul is going to be on Bargesser, who just entered the game. And Geller going to try for a three-point play. He's got it, so he's got 3. And our game's tied at 12 with 15:25 to go here in the first half. These two offenses looking good early on. Here's Bargesser with it. Over to Bordeaux. Gets it to Glenn. 8 on the shot clock. Driving in is Constant. And he's going to draw a foul on Emmanuel Menanglo. Menanglo out of the Amelia Academy High School in Benin. A 6'8" freshman. The Scots with it now. Cliver wanted the quick 3, couldn't take it. Now they'll go inside. A nice little pass underneath. And Bargesser is going to be the beneficiary of a great pass from the freshman Xavier Glenn. Scots lead it 14-12. Thunder back with it now. Bowman, his first look at a 3, no good. Rebound to Bargesser. Bargesser looking good here early on in his stint. Cliver over Bargesser, looked at a 3, decided not to take it. Going to hand it off now to Constant. Constant's going to reset with 15 on the shot clock. Thunder in a man-to-man defense. 8 on the clock now. Cliver goes by 1. Cliver goes by 2. Lays it up. No good. Didn't hit any rim, I don't believe. Thunder are going to ask that the shot clock not be reset. It looks like they're going to go with 20 on the shot clock as Alma's going to get to keep the basketball here. Bordeaux sits down. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout here. Called by the Scots. 14-12. Alma back right after this. Back here at the Art Smith Arena, Alma College leading 14-12 over Trine. 14-11 to go, first half. A number of new faces out there for the Thunder now. We'll try to get who all that is. Looks like McGinsey is out there. And with 3 on the shot clock, Williamson has to just fire one up from 3, and he hits it. Isaiah Williamson with a heave and a prayer, and he makes it 17-12. Now the Thunder get it underneath, but had a little bit of trouble with it. Now it's poked away again. Thunder still trying to possess it. They do get it back now for a 3-ball try off the side of the rim. No good. Cliver with the rebound. He wants to run. Cole crosses over into the lane, tried to hand it off to Xavier Glenn, but instead it went out of bounds. And that'll be a turnover by the Scots. McGinsey triggers it in for Warzeka. Warzeka over to Geller. Up top Cox. Over to McGinsey. Swing it around. 3-ball on the way and good. Try to pick up a number there. That's Connor Jones again. So a nice start to the ball game for Connor Jones. 17-15 in favor of the Scots. Scots with it now, having a little trouble up top is Glenn. He'll gonna eventually hand it off to Cliver with 10 on the shot clock. Cole wants a screen from Glenn. Gonna have to try to create some offense here. Gets it to Constant. Casey's gonna kick it back out. Glenn, little left-handed hook shot in and out, no good. Rebound to the Thunder. Warzeka brought it out of there himself. And he'll look to set some offense. Almost lost that pivot foot as he went to the right side. got it back over to Geller. Geller's going to drive in and put up a hook shot with the right hand off the glass and good, and we're tied at 17, a little 5-0 run for the Thunder now. Cliver with it, didn't like what he saw. Swings it over to the left side. Back up Constant. He's going to look at a three, has it blocked by Cox. Cox with a huge size advantage in that matchup. Just reached up and blocked the three. Now Cox the other way. Going to get it to Jones. He's got a three again, and he's got another one. Connor Jones gives the Thunder the lead, 20-17. And Jones coming out looking very, very good here early on. And Cliver on the other side has hit a three and has been fouled. And one, and foul is going to be on Jones. 39 to play in the first half. Cliver will sit down. And the Thunder with it. Cox goes off right side. Back up top for Bowman. Bowman hasn't been able to get going so far. Back Cox. Jones. Over to Geller. Geller with a little free throw line jumper. No good. Rebound comes to Damon. Nate wants to run. He's going to get it to Constant, who falls down, runs into a man and falls down, looking to get something out of there. And we will see what the call is. Whistles came, and looks like the Scots were able to get a timeout there. We will see if it's a full, and it is going to be, so we will take a timeout here as well. Scots lead at 21-20. Back to the Art Smith Arena. Back here at the Art Smith Arena, Scots lead at 21-20 as we come out of this timeout. 11:20 to play first half. It'll be Cliver, Bordeaux, Rake, Williamson, and Constant for the Scots. Starting five out there for Alma. And they're going to turn it over up at the top here to Bowman, and he's going to go in and throw it down with two hands. Nick Bowman at 6'1" goes up high for his first two of the ball game, and the Thunder lead at 22-21. Bordeaux going to get a little room along that left side and just go right in along the block and lay it in to give the Scots the lead back. Gabe Bordeaux, the freshman out of Almont. Again, looking solid early on here in this game. Thunder swinging it around up top. It's Williams with the ball now. Over to Warzeka. Back to Bowman. Bowman going to drive in, have his shot swatted by Williamson, but a foul called. It'll be either Williamson or Cliver, and it looks like it's going to be Cole Cliver picking up his first. And Nick Bowman will go to the line for a pair. Bowman's first shot on the way, and good. Oh, Bowman coming into the ball game, averaging 18.2 points per game. He's got 3 here thus far. And the game is tied at 23. Bowman's second up and good, giving the Thunder the lead back again. As back and forth we continue to go here with 10:30 to go in the first half. Cliver with it. He's got 11 first half points for the Scots. Gives it off to Rake at the top of the key. Goes back door to Williamson, all in one maneuver. Williamson goes up, catches it, lays it in, and Isaiah Williamson looking really strong here in the first half of play. Scott's back on top, 25-24. Trine wants to change that in a hurry with Bowman, who gets it to the inside. Layup no good, but he's fouled. He's going to get himself 2 more from the free throw line. Foul's going to be on Rake. That's his first. Bowman is 72.7% foul shooter coming into the ball game. He was 8 of 11, and make it 3 for 3 for the game here tonight so far for Bowman. He ties things back up at 25. Emmanuel Magnangelo back into the ball game. Magnangelo giving the official some piece of some wristbands that he had on. Well, I think we're all set now. Bowman, second one, up on the way. Backspin, no good. Rake rips down a one-handed rebound with that right hand. 25-25, we're at the midway point of the first half. Cole Cliver with it up at the top of the key, looking to go off a screen. He'll actually give it to Rake instead. Try to work inside Williamson. Williamson right wing extended now. He's going to work farther to his right along the baseline, put up a little jumper, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Rake's going to pick up his second foul in just a couple of seconds, and that's going to get some action up off the Scots bench quickly. Xavier Glenn, the freshman out of Macomb, Dakota High School, back into the ball game. Glenn comes in at 6'6". Tied at 25 here. This is Warzeka. Warzeka's going to give it almost a travel there by Magnangelo, but he will turn it over instead. Here's Glenn. Glenn, a little spin move. Strong move off the window and good for Xavier Glenn. Into the ball game and into the scorebook for Glenn. Scots lead it by 2. Bowman thought about a 3, decided not to take it. Williams thought about a 3, also decided not to. Going to drive it to the inside instead, up off the window and good for Warzeka. Aiden Warzeka, the junior from Milford, ties the score at 27 apiece. Cliver with it now. He's been stuck on 11 for a while now. He put up 11 quick ones, but he's going to turn it over here as Magnangelo reaches in. We may get a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Thunder. Good job by Glenn to try a fight with Magnangelo with it. Possession arrow does favor the Thunder in a 27-27 ball game here. It's going to be Connor Jones to trigger it in. Warzeka running the point for the Thunder at this time, as he has at all times he's been in there. Swing it around with Milford and Cox, the two bigs out along the top. I'll get it to Bowman. He's going to come left side again. And the Thunder have found something driving that left side lane as Bowman lays that one up and in to give Trine the lead. Quickly back come the Scots, and it's Nate Damon with an easy layup. Back again now come the Thunder. The two teams starting to pick up the pace a little bit now. This is Geller off to Cox. Going to hand it to Warzeka. Little free throw line jumper, good. Thunder back on top now, 31-29. Scots will slow the pace a little bit now. Bordeaux on the right side. Looks inside to Williamson. He's going to be double teamed. He's just going to go up and under and lay it in, though. Isaiah Williamson, another nice move along that baseline. He's really developed that in the offseason. Thunder with it now. Jones over to Cox. To Bowman. This is Geller. Kind of falling away, gets to Cox for a little right elbow jumper, good. 33-31 now in this high-scoring first half from the Art Smith Arena. Now, Scott's having a little bit of trouble getting it in. Just some token full-court pressure applied by Bowman. Cliver is able to get it to Bordeaux, who goes back to Cole quickly. And the Scots will set up from there. This is Xavier Glenn with it. Over Cliver for 3, short. It's going to come right out to Damon, though. Nate's going to take a 3 of his own, in and out, no good. Rebound, Warzeka. Now stolen away, though, on the floor by Bordeaux. Glenn going to put a shoulder in, no good again. And this time, finally, the Thunder are going to come out of there with it cleanly. And this is Warzeka into the lane, going to kick it out. 3 ball on the way from Jones, no good. Cliver the rebound. Scott's in transition. Cliver tries to turn on the Jets a little bit, and he's able to draw a foul. I believe that's going to be on Connor Jones. No, foul's going to be on Bowman instead. third team foul on the Thunder. Scott's going to get Jack Poling into the ball game now. 6'9" out of Portland, Oregon. And some whistles and a quick question from the official, and he says that works, so here we go. Damon's going to have to lob it in deep to Poling. Jack with that 6'9" frame, no problem reaching up and grabbing it. He'll give it off to Cliver, who wants to go off a screen from Poling. He'll use it as kind of a fake, goes into a double team, and is going to turn the ball over. May have been poked in the eye as well. I think he was. Cliver's going to be slow to get back. It's a 4-on-5, and Magnanglo is going to take advantage of that and lay it in for an easy 2. Thunder with their biggest lead at 4. And Cliver's going to have to come off after being poked in the eye there. Constant's going to come back on. I think Cole will be okay after a minute here, but that poke in the eye never feels good. So Casey Constant, the 5'9" sophomore out of Grand Haven High School, will handle the point guard duties for the time being here. Gets it to Glenn. To Damon. Damon on the run. Going to get it out. Right side, 3-ball on the way. No good from Bargesser. Rebound is kicked around, and it's going to stay with the Scots. Xavier Glenn and Xavier Bargesser, both freshmen on this Scots team. They came into the ball game together on their first stint. Going to go to Glenn, but he's going to have it stolen away on a nice play by Bowman. Bowman going to cruise in and slam it down with 2 hands for the second time tonight. A 6-point Thunder lead. Constant with it. Trying to find some sort of offense here. Can't find it. Get it to Damon. Damon's going to go all the way in, have his shot blocked from behind by Bowman, who's come alive here. Thunder in transition now. Jones with it up top. He's got Bargesser on him. Little pass in. They're going to try to go to that left side again. This time it's Geller, and he's going to be fouled by Jack Poling. And Geller will go to the line for a pair. Mitchell Geller, a 6'7" sophomore out of Huntington North High School in Huntington, Indiana. First shot up and good for Geller. Makes it 38-31 Thunder. He'll have a chance for a second one that would make it at least an 8-0 Thunder run, possibly a 10-0. Second one on the way. Back iron, high bounce, no good. Rebound will come uncontested to Poling. Jack's going to get it across the timeline here, and the Scots will set the offense with Casey Constant. Constant's going to go in left side, and I believe that they're going to say that Bargesser was out of bounds. Xavier Bargesser just standing out of bounds when he received that pass from Constant. And quickly will come Warzeka the other way. Warzeka is going to get it around the free throw line, looked for a shot, couldn't get it. Over to Cox, back up Warzeka, working on Glenn. Warzeka goes cross court, has his pass tipped, comes to the Thunder, and an air ball by Jones under heavy pressure on the contest there. And now Constant the other way to Damon. Damon inside to Glenn. He's going to be double teamed. Tries to get it off to Bargesser, who couldn't quite handle it. Would have had an easy layup. Back the other way come the Thunder, and uncontested is Jones this time. Looked at a 3, saw the lane wide open, put it on the floor twice, up and good. And it's 40-31 in favor of the Thunder, and Coach Clark wants a timeout to talk things over as Trine has really come to life here these last couple of minutes. This will be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep things right here. Coming up at halftime, the Pizza One halftime report, we'll look at some stats from that first half. We'll hear This Week in High School Sports from John Ross, hear about what's going on in the MHSAA. Of course, the football finals in high school happening this weekend. And then high school basketball will tip off on our airwaves, at least on 104.9 WQBX, on Saturday, February the 6th, with a boys and girls doubleheader. The Alma Panthers traveling over to Freeland. We'll be back with the Scots on Saturday afternoon as they take on Calvin again. Quickly back to take on the Knights for the second time this week. So that'll be an interesting one as well to see the growth from Game 1 to Game 3. That's always fairly extreme, and I think we'll see that right here at the Art Smith Arena on Saturday. Williamson with it here on the left side. Dribbles it in. He gets triple teamed. And eventually he's going to be fouled as part of that triple team. Foul is going to be on Mason Leffler, who's come into the ball game. Leffler, a freshman out of Evergreen High School in Swanton, Ohio. And that's going to get Menanglo back up off the bench. Bryce Williams will sit down. And Menanglo, with those long arms, is going to cover that inbounds. And he is going to not create a turnover as the Scots come away with it. Damon, 3-ball on the way. No good. Rebound to Cox. Thunder want to run here. This is Warzeka. Puts a shoulder into Bordeaux. Couldn't find anything. Back up to Bowman. Bowman to Cox. To Warzeka. Inside right block, Bowman working on Glenn. Kicks it back out. Bowman. Little jumper. No good. And the Scots come away with it. Casey Constant with it. Going to go inside to Glenn. Glenn gets a little bit of room in there. Puts it up off the window. No good. Tries to tip it up. No good. And Menanglo will come away with it. Lid on the bucket for the Scots here for the past 3 or 4 minutes. It's allowed the Thunder to build a 9-point lead. They go inside to Cox. He's going to be fouled on the floor. Foul is going to go against Nate Damon, who was trying to cover down inside here. Cole Cliver back up off the bench after recovering from being poked in the eye. He'll bring Xavier Bargesser with him into the lineup. Glenn and Constant sit down. Thunder basketball with 15 on the shot clock. They get it inside nicely to Brent Cox, who lays it in on that left side again. And that's where the Thunder have had success, is along the left side of that lane and left block. Scott's with it now. This is Bargesser. He's going to have it tipped away, and here comes Bowman again, and he'll lay it in, and Bowman really causing trouble for the Scots here late in this first half. 44-31 Thunder. A 13-0 run. Now Bowman's going to kick this one as Cliver was looking to pass it inside. Ball will stay with the Scots, but Bowman really playing at a high level right now. Nick Bowman. We talked about him briefly in the pregame. Cliver with it now. Gets double teamed and gets hooked this time, and he got poked in the eye again. Menanglo got him this time. Cliver's going to shake this one off and stay in the ball game. Put 20 on the shot clock that stays with the Scots. Damon struggling to get it in, and he's going to turn it over. Trine wants to run in transition. Menanglo uses those long arms flying in, tries to lay it in, but he does get fouled instead. Foul is going to go on Bordeaux. And Emmanuel Menanglo is going to be able to shoot a pair here. Menanglo's first shot, deep knee bend, up and good. Menanglo listed on the roster at 6'8", but he's got a wingspan of much more than that. There's no doubt about that. Second shot from Menanglo, up and good, 46-31 Thunder. 2:27 to play here, first half. And the Scots looking to get the lid off the basket here. They've been stuck on 31 since about the 7.5-minute mark. Instead, they're going to turn it over. Going in and laying it in is Mason Leffler, 48-31. Cliver with it for the Scots, off Williamson, left side three, short. Rebound kicked around and comes to Bowman. Bowman 2-on-3. He's going to decide to kick things out, but now comes quickly along the baseline and lays it in off the glass. Oh my goodness, Nick Bowman. 50-31 Thunder. 1:52 to play first half. Williamson stuck out top. He's going to get it to Damon, who's going to have to reset, and he's going to get bumped in there by Jones, and that's going to be a foul called on Connor Jones. Thunder going to look to the bench, and it's going to be Reese McGinty for Connor Jones, as that was the second foul on Jones. Bordeaux, the trigger man for the Scots, looking to get it to Cliver, not there. He's going to get it to Bargesser instead. He's going to launch a three off the front iron, no good. Bordeaux fights for the rebound but can't get it. And this will belong to the Thunder. Trine on a 19-0 run here. This game was tied at 31. Now 50-31 in favor of the Thunder. Bowman with it. He's been a big part of that run. They work it inside now. This is Cox, and Brent Cox with a nice little move in the lane. Up and good. 52 first half points for the Thunder. An offensive showcase from Trine here. Scott's with it to Williamson. Goes cross court. They swing it around. Finally get Cliver an open look at three. Misses it short on the iron. Rebound comes away to Cox. They get it to Bowman. Looked at a three. Now decides to just move over to his left. Takes the three and hits it. Under a minute to play here, first half. Nick Bowman with a half to remember. It was a slow start, but the last 10 minutes or so have been incredible. He pokes this one away from Cliver. Cole goes back and gets it. Cliver going to drive in now, kick it off right side. Damon, three on the way in and out, no good. Rebound to Bordeaux. Bordeaux to Williamson for a three. Back iron, no good. Scots cannot get the lid off the 31-point mark here. Shot clock and game clock are about a 2 or 3/10 of a second off, so Trine can essentially play for the last shot here, and they will. Warzeka going to get it to Bowman. Bowman waiting to act with 8 seconds, 7 seconds. He's going to move into the lane with 5. Goes to the right side, doesn't find much there. A little fall away jumper, front iron, no good. But that's about all that went wrong for Nick Bowman in the last 10 minutes or so of that first half, as Trine's going to go into the locker room here, leading it 55-31. A fantastic run to end the half for the Thunder. So we will pause for some halftime announcements here and be back with the Pizza One halftime show. Our score at halftime, Trine 55, Alma 51. And welcome back to the Art Smith Arena halftime. The Trine Thunder leading the Alma Scots 55-31 as the Thunder ended that half on a 24-0 run. This game was tied at 31 at one point, but the Thunder just exploding the last 7 minutes and 40 seconds of that first half, really led by Nick Bowman, the 6'1" junior out of Hamilton Southeastern High School in Angola. We don't have his scoring numbers quite yet for the first half as the live stats are not quite working properly, but Bowman, I know, had a huge first half there as he just exploded down the stretch. Getting to the basket at will on that left side, got to the foul line and made 4 shots, and then made a couple of triples as well. So Bowman with a huge ending to that first half. But they also got some nice contributions along the way from Connor Jones, the 6'3" sophomore. Brent Cox was good in the paint at times. Also Mitchell Geller. Freshman Emmanuel Menanglo played a good first half as well. Turned the ball over a couple of times, but looked good when he got to the basket. He's going to be a player that they look to develop, will the Thunder. I think they're going to try to get him as many minutes as possible here in this shortened season to develop him, as he's got a wingspan, probably about a 7-foot wingspan out there at 6'8". Scots struggled offensively that last 7.5 minutes. There's no doubt about that. They had Cole Cliver go down for a little bit after being poked in the eye. Cliver had 11 points in that first half, but all very, very early in the first half and just struggling to establish that second score. Williamson had a pretty good first half. He had 3 or 4 buckets along the way, but just, really, really struggling to keep Trine out of the paint. And then when Trine has gotten into the paint, they've either finished or they've had a kick out for an open 3. Thunder with 55 points on the board in that first half. So the Scots, I think the first thing that they've got to do is get themselves a bucket to get off that 31-point mark and then try to build from there, as just a rough time in that last 7 minutes and 40 seconds. And I think one of the big stories of that, and one of the big reasons why Trine was able to go on the run and get the points at the basket, was Brandon Rake went out at about the 9-minute mark of that first half with his second foul, and that's a problem that Rake has dealt with his first 2 seasons, is foul trouble. When Rake is on the floor for the Scots, they tend to excel, as he is just a very, very good defender, very good rebounder, and he's a guy that can put up a few points for you as well. Wasn't able to get on the scoreboard in that first half and wasn't able to get on the floor after picking up that second foul. I suspect we'll see him to start the second half here. That's going to do it for the Pizza One halftime report, so we'll be back to the Art Smith Arena for the start of the second half right after this. And back at the Art Smith Arena, 55-31 in favor of the Trine Thunder here. About 10 seconds to go before we start the second half. It will be the starting 5 back out there for the Thunder. That's Bowman, Williams, Warzeka, Cox, and Geller. Starting 5 as well for the Scots: Damon, Cliver, Bordeaux, Williamson, and Rake. Alma will have the basketball here, trailing by 24. It's a 24-0 Thunder run. This game was tied at 31. Williamson with it on the left side. Goes inside to Cliver, who's quickly double-teamed front and back, but he's going to be fouled, I think, by Bowman. We'll wait for the call. The foul is on Nick Bowman. So the Scots trying to get Cliver underneath early on, and quickly to the bench goes Coach Brooks Miller, as he's going to bring Menanglo in there very, very quickly for Cox. Menanglo to guard the inbounds. Caused a turnover off it earlier, and he's going to cause a jump ball off it now, and that's going to go in favor of the Thunder. Menanglo doing exactly what Brooks Miller put him in there to do, and now back quickly goes Brent Cox. Just the little things that Brooks Miller can do in the coaching game. He subs just 11 seconds into that first half to get Menanglo in there to guard the inbounds. Menanglo able to force the turnover, and here come the Thunder. This is Williams Warzeka up at the top of the key. Back to Williams. Here's Cox to Bowman. Has the ball tipped as he tries to go through. Gets it back, goes up and gets fouled by Williamson. It's going to be 2 more from the line for Nick Bowman. Bowman's first shot up on the way and good. Doesn't take much time with that basketball, just one bounce up and good. A nice smooth rhythm for Nick Bowman. Came in here averaging 18.2 points over the Thunder's first 3 games, and he's not going to hurt his average, I'll tell you that. Second one is good. And the Thunder will employ some full court pressure now. Damon with it. He'll get it across, almost across the timeline. Now Williamson does get it across. Here's Cliver with it. Little bounce pass to Williamson. Cliver wanted it right back, and he didn't get it because he was being fouled by Bryce Williams, or Aiden Warzeka, excuse me. And Brooks Miller with an inbounds pass below the basket will quickly go to Menanglo, who will put those big arms up and try to create his 3rd turnover on this play. Cliver to inbounds, Menanglo all over him, causing all sorts of issues. Cliver struggles just to see over him, but he does get it in deep to Damon. Back to Cliver, left wing extended. Calls out a play. He's going to post rake up against Menanglo now. Brandon's going to use a nice pass to get it inside. No good. Menanglo tips the rebound, but it's going to come out to Damon, who's going to be pushed out of bounds, I believe, by Bowman. That's going to be Bowman's 3rd foul. So that's going to get Jones up off the bench quickly, and Bowman will sit down. Menanglo also going to sit down. Cox back in. So this time Menanglo not able to cause the turnover, but did cause some chaos out there indeed. Damon with it, right wing. He's double teamed immediately. Gets it to Williamson. Goes all the way across court to Bordeaux. Bordeaux, little head fake, now drives down the lane, and he's going to be called for a charge on the baseline. Brent Cox stands in and takes the charge. Bordeaux called for his 2nd foul. 57-31 early in the second half here in favor of the Thunder. Connor Jones set to trigger it in. Aiden Warzeka, who's done a nice job running the point for Trine so far tonight. He'll hand it off to Geller. Over right side Jones, inside Cox, has his shot blocked by Rake. I think Brandon might have blocked that one with his face because he kind of came away wincing. He'll draw the mask down, put it back up. He'll be just fine. Thunder get it in. Geller gets in along the line, along the baseline, and he is going to be fouled by Williamson, and he'll shoot a pair. Well, Isaiah picks up his 2nd foul. Xavier Bargesser up off the bench quickly. Xavier, a 6'5 freshman out of Grass Lake. First shot, no good for Geller, and he let out a big sigh as soon as he released it. He knew he didn't get enough air underneath it, I believe. Williamson will sit down. Second one from Geller on the way, and that one's good. 58-31 Trine. They'll stay in that 2-2-1 full court pressure now. Scots are able to break it with Bargesser. Cliver, double teamed as he's been all night. He's been at least double teamed, sometimes triple. Tried to fire it inside, but it goes right off the boot of Bryce Williams. They'll call that one a kick. So reset that shot clock up to 20. And the Scots will retain possession of the basketball, still looking to get off that 31-point mark that they've been on since 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first half. They get it inside Rake, and he's going to flush it down with 2 hands, and that's a way to get off 31. Brandon Rake with his first 2, and 58-33 in favor of the Thunder. Very nicely designed inbounds play there by the Scots. Thunder with it. Jones with a nifty pass off to Bowman, who's going to drive in the lane has his shot contested by Bargesser, no good, but the rebound comes right off to Geller, who's easily able to lay it in. Cliver with it for the Scots, goes inside to Rake. Rake's going to work on Geller, drops it off. Little reverse layup, up and good. Gabe Bordeaux. Warzeka now. They swing it around. Back up top, Warzeka bobbles it around. He's able to control it, gets it to Hoffman. Or Bowman, excuse me. Warzeka, Bowman. Bowman's going to try a three ball. Just up and good. Bowman continues to torch the Scots. 63-35 Thunder. Nick Bowman is the real deal. Rake with it for the Scots. Tries to set some offense. Cliver double teamed instantly. They swing it over. Bordeaux, three on the way from the right side, no good. Rebound tipped out by Rake to Cliver for a long two. He's got it. 13 for Cole in the ball game. Warzeka back the other way to the right side. Geller, Warzeka. They quickly work it around inside to Cox, and he's going to be knocked down and fouled by either Rake or Bargesser. Take your pick. It's going to be on Rake. That's his third. Trine will trigger it in from under their own basket. Geller sits down. Rake will sit down as well. Xavier Glenn will come back in for the Scots. They get it into Williams, and they're going to try to go up top, but Bordeaux is going to anticipate the pass, steal it away, gets it underneath to Glenn, puts down the break, stops, misses the layup, misses a second layup, and isn't able to finish, and eventually the rebound will come out to Cox. Golden opportunity lost there for the Scots. Now in transition, Williams finds himself wide open for three on the right side, and good. Oh, somebody didn't pick up Bryce Williams there as he was wide open and knew what to do with it. Cliver with it for the Scots here. They trail 66-37. Cliver still working right side. Played a little catch with Glenn, but got it right back. Here's Damon driving down the baseline. Up, in, and one. Gabe Bordeaux. A nice baseline pass that time from Damon. And Gabe Bordeaux able to finish. Bordeaux, one of the freshmen, getting big minutes for the Scots here. Now we're going to get Austin Harris checking in for Alma. Harris, a 6'3 junior out of Buckley. Seeing his first action of the night. Bordeaux able to complete the three-point play. Make it 66-40 Trine. Here's Warzeka. Bowman. Bowman drives left side, kicks it back out. Jones for three again. Front iron, no good. Rebound tipped around, and eventually to Bowman, who then gets poked in the eye himself. They retain possession, however. Warzeka, a three, no good. And finally, Elma's going to come out of there with it with Cole Cliver. Gets it back. Harris triggers a quick, long three and drills it. Austin Harris with a triple right off the bench. Warzeka going to drive left side. Gets hit. Kicks it back out. Bowman, three. Back iron, no good. Harris the rebound. Austin Harris has brought some energy to the floor here for the Scots. Some physicality, some energy, and a big triple. I think Brooks Miller's going to take a 30-second timeout here. We'll take it with him. 66-43 Trine. Back right after this. Back at the Art Smith Arena, 66-43 Trine on top, but the Scots have started to right the ship a little bit. Austin Harris coming in and giving the Scots a nice spark on both ends of the floor here. Casey Constant with it now, running the point for Alma. Going to get it to Xavier Glenn. Glenn going to give it back to Constant. Tried to go to Cliver, had it tipped, but Cole's going to eventually get it, hand it off to Glenn, and Cliver's going to be called for a charge, I believe. It will be a charge on Cliver. That's his second. Fifth team foul on the Scots here. So back comes the Thunder. Here's Williams. Oh, a nice pass inside to Bowman, who was cutting down the lane. Bryce Williams pays off Nick Bowman. Here's Cliver. Wants everybody to move to the left. Doesn't quite get the action he wanted, I don't believe, but he's going to try to go down that right side anyway over three men. No good. Ball batted out of bounds by the Thunder. So it'll stay here with the Scots. 14-14 to play here in the ball game. The Trine Thunder and the Alma Scots. Good to see basketball back here at the Art Smith Arena after a long layoff of all sports here at Alma College and around the world. Casey Constant with it to Cliver. He's going to try a long three off the right side. No. Rebound to Bowman. Bowman going to fire it down Jones, and he'll be called for a charge himself. And who else but Austin Harris drew that one, as he continues his strong play since coming off the bench here. And you hear assistant coach Ty Edwards yell, "Keep going, Austin," so he'll keep going, I assume. 2-2-1 zone pressure continuing here for Trine, and they get it to the middle to Cliver. That's the way you break that press. Constant with it. He's going to spin, go with the right hand, and just kind of have the ball swallowed up by Menanglo. Back the other way, Williams for three, partially blocked by Harris. Menanglo is going to come away with it here now. He puts it on the floor, tries a little fall away, air ball, right to Bowman, who lays it up and in. Bowman, right place at the right time again. Cliver calls out a play. He wants Damon to set it from up top. Going to come right side to Cliver. He's going to go off a screen from Glenn, dribbles in, going to give it back off. And, oh, Glenn's going to have his dunk blocked. And then a foul on the Scots, I guess. Subs coming on for Alma. Rake's going to get in the ball game for Constant, so they'll go one of their tallest players for their shortest. And Warzeka will handle it for the Thunder. Menanglo to Leffler. Geller goes across to McKenzie. Warzeka. Warzeka drives in on Rake, has his shot swallowed up. That's not a fair matchup there. Cliver will come away with it for the Scots. Going to lob it inside for Rake. He gets Menanglo up off his feet, and no choice for Leffler but to foul from behind. Well, they'll actually call the foul on Menanglo. And Brandon Rake will go to the line for a pair here. Rake's first one up and good. And that's good to see from Brandon Rake, because he had a stretch last year from the free throw line where he struggled mightily. Rake just a 32% foul shooter a year ago. Goes 1 of 2 here as he misses the second one off the right side. Thunder with it now. Leffler. McGinty. Minanglo. Out right side. Leffler for three. Front iron, no good. Rebound Damon. Goes inside for Rake. Brandon trying to establish himself now. Goes with the right-handed hookup. Too strong. Rebound comes to Leffler. Leffler's going to push the pace a little bit. Go left side McGinty. McGinty spins in on Rake. Has it blocked, but it goes right to Minanglo, who throws it down with two hands. Rake the other way. Oh, tried to lay it in. Minanglo came from out of nowhere and threw him out off the backboard. Back come the Thunder. Leffler up, no good, but he's fouled. Oh, two great plays by Minanglo on each end of the floor. The two-handed flush and then getting back. It looked like he was beaten back by Rake, but he was able to recover with the big blocked shot. Leffler will go to the line for a pair of the fouls on Austin Harris, his first. First shot up and good from Leffler. Make it 73-44 Thunder with 11:39 to play here in the ball game. McGinty will sit down. Second shot on the way, good for Leffler. 2-2-1 zone defense, full court. Harris will handle for the Scots, gets it to Cliver. They're able to break that pressure again. Cliver's just going to pull up for a long three, no good off the back iron. Oh, rebound's going to come, but falling out of bounds, and they save it right to Harris, who's uncovered and lays it in. Warzeka. Cox. Geller. Leffler. Oh, tried a three, missed it badly to the right. Cliver will come away with it here with 11 minutes to go. Rake puts it on the floor up top. Goes to Damon. Damon kick out right side. Harris, quick release, trigger three, good. Austin Harris kind of taking the role of Zach Sinke as the big guy three-point shooter here for the Scots. 74-49 in favor of the Thunder. Thunder have it now. Entry pass down low to Cox, who throws one up, no good. Thunder wanted a foul, didn't get it. Rake comes away with a rebound. They go inside now to Rake. He's going to bulldoze his way down, and he's going to travel with it. One too many steps for Brandon Rake. And Bordeaux's going to come up off the bench as Austin Harris is going to sit back down, and Harris did a wonderful job when he was in there. 74-49, Thunder in control here. That 24-0 run really keyed their game here. Thunder with it, top of the key, three ball on the way. Brent Cox, good. Scots need to get somebody back to try to break this pressure. They do, and Thunder pull the press off. Here's Cliver. Trine's done a great job on him tonight, holding him to just 13 points. Cliver with it now, gets it back to Rake, who's going to lay it in with the right hand. A nice give and go, Cliver and Rake. 77-51 Trine. They get it quickly back inside to Cox, who's going to lay it up off the right glass and good. Brent Cox, two straight buckets for Trine. And the Scots are going to take a timeout here, so while there is a timeout on the floor, we'll take it with them back to the Art Smith Arena right after this. Back here at the Art Smith Arena, 79-51 Trine on top of Alma here. 9:29 to play in the ball game. Scott's taking a timeout. It'll be Cliver, Bargesser, Bordeaux, Glenn, and Damon for the Scots. Bowman, Cox, Jones, Christian Knox, and Williams for Trine. Here's Cliver with it. Goes inside. They're going to go to Glenn, who's going to try to slam it down over Cox. No good. A foul is called. And I think they're going to get Brent Cox for a tough foul here. We'll see. It is going to be on Cox. So the freshman Xavier Glenn will go to the line to shoot a pair. First shot off the iron and good for Glenn. Glenn, second shot on the way. Right side, no good. Rebound, Brent Cox. Thunder come back quickly now. Cox. Left side, Williams. Jones, Cox to Bowman. Bowman going to go to Knox. Right side, Cox. Back up top for Jones. They swing it around. Knox gets himself open on that left side and up and good. So Christian Knox pays immediate dividends for the Thunder as he gets in the ball game and scores. 81-52 Trine. Oh, nice job that time by Bowman to anticipate the pass, steal it, and go in for his third two-handed slam of the night. Nick Bowman with a spectacular evening here. Cliver with it for the Scots. Bargesser to Damon on the left side. Damon's going to trigger a long three and hit it. Oh, Nate Damon showing some range. 83-55 Trine. Thunder are going to drive it in here, and a little up and under and in. A beautiful play by Connor Jones. Here's Bordeaux for the Scots. Plays a little give and go with Glenn. To Bargesser. Damon contested strongly by Jones. Damon's going to go to his left, get it back out to Glenn. 8 on the shot clock. Cliver loses it. Bordeaux going to have to heave up a prayer at the buzzer of the shot clock and hits it. Second one the Scots have hit right at the buzzer of the clock tonight, but it's 85-59 Thunder. Trine with it. This is Knox. Jones. They go inside to Cox, working on Glenn. On that right block, goes up strong, no good, but draws the foul. Nice work down there by Brent Cox. Cox, a 6'6 sophomore out of East Noble High School in Kendallville, Indiana. He will shoot a pair here. Cox is the leading returning scorer from last season for Trine. Like we said, the Thunder losing so many people in Johnston, Winters, Hunter, and Daniels, all averaging over 10 points per game, but all leaving. But like a well-oiled machine, Coach Brooks Miller has got these Thunder playing at an extremely, extremely high level here. Thunder picked to finish third in the MIAA preseason poll. Alma College picked to finish fifth. The Thunder did receive 2 first-place votes. Albion, the team given the nod to win the MIAA in that preseason poll. So we'll see how that all turns out. Free throw no good from Cox. Rebound comes to Bordeaux. About 7 minutes to go here in this one from the Art Smith Arena. 86-58 in favor of Trine as Alma runs a nice play to get Cliver open underneath the basket, and he kind of short-armed the reverse layup. Ball will stay with the Scots. Cliver looking to trigger it in here. Is going to get it into Bargesser. Bargesser's going to go with the right hand. Nice contest there from Warzeka. No good from Bargesser. And Knox will come away with it. Bowman, open three from the left wing, good. Nick Bowman with another triple. Rake with it. He's going to go backdoor to Harris, who's back in there. Goes up off the high glass, no good, but he's fouled. Foul is going to be on Mitchell Geller. That's his first. And Menanglo will come to the scorer's table. Harris's first foul shot, too strong off the back iron. Austin Harris came in fairly early in the second half here, hit a couple of triples, did some nice things defensively. He's back out there now. And he goes right side and good on the second foul shot. 89-59, Trine by 30. Bowman with it. They swing it around, get it into Menanglo. Menanglo gets it back to Knox for kind of a fall-away three, no good. Ball batted around between Rake and Menanglo, and it's going to stay with Trine. Thunder are going to sub late here. This is going to be McGinty for Bowman, and that might be the last we see of Nick Bowman tonight, and what a night he had. Warzeka is going to be fouled in the right side of that lane. Foul is going to be on Bargesser. And Aiden Warzeka will shoot a pair. Warzeka, a 6'3" junior out of Milford. Quite a few juniors on the roster for Trine. No seniors this year, as you can expect after losing 4 guys from the previous year. Actually, only one senior. When you look at these two rosters combined, only one senior on the roster. That is Matt Lark for the Scots, who is unfortunately unavailable. Foul shot's good from Warzeka, make it 91-59 Trine. And Bordeaux will handle the ball for the Scots. Hands it off to Cliver. Cliver moves to his right, gets it back to Bordeaux. Bargesser, they swing it around. Harris, he's going to try to drive the lane, tucks it away, fires up a hook shot, and he does draw the foul. Just another good, tough basketball play by Austin Harris. Foul's going to go against McGinty. So 2 shots coming for Harris. Up and good for Harris. Thunder with it, Menanglo. Jumper no good from the free throw line. Rebound batted around. It comes down to Cliver. Gets it up quickly to Bordeaux. Left side. Kick it back out, and Cliver's unable to go get it. And it's going to go out of bounds right to Brooks Miller. And that will be in favor of Trine. Thunder by 30. 5:41 to go here. Warzeka with it. McGinty. Menanglo over to Knox. Menanglo with a long jumper from the wing, no good. Cliver the rebound. Cole's going to come out of there quickly, tries to go up. Has a shot go in and out on a little lefty scoop shot, but he is fouled. So Cliver will go to the line for a pair. Only the second time he's gotten there so far. Well, they're actually going to count the basket, as they're going to say the net got touched as the ball was kind of spiraling around the rim. Foul was on Warzeka, so count the basket for Cliver, and he'll get just 1 shot here. Mason Gardner going to check into the ball game for the Scots. He will replace Harris. And Warzeka will continue to run the point for Trine. Gets it to Knox. Back to Warzeka. Driving in now is Geller. Puts up a little fall-away jumper and gets fouled. So Geller will shoot a pair. Mitchell, a 6'7" junior out of Huntington North High School in Huntington, Indiana. Started the ball game tonight, hit a 3 early on. First shot on the way and good. 92-64 Trine. Alex King into the game now for Alma. King, a 6'5" junior guard out of Grand Rapids West Catholic. Geller's second foul shot on the way and good. Scots will get Casey Constant back in the ballgame as well. Cliver will sit down. That'll probably be the end of the night for Cole. And Constant will call out a play here. He's going to go to Bargesser. Bargesser gets himself a little room on the right side wing. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul called on Griffin Lorimer, who's in the ball game now. Another Michigan-based player for Trine, the Thunder with a number of players from Michigan. Lorimer, a junior out of Spring Lake. Alex King will go to the line for a pair, as that's the 10th team foul on Trine. King misses the first. Warzeka and Geller sit down. Their night is over for Trine. So a couple of new faces will be out there for the Thunder, I believe. King's second goes front iron, back iron, good. Alex's first point of the night. And it's going to be Leffler to run the point. To Knox. Lorimer. And an illegal screen is going to be called against Christian Knox. So on an offensive foul, we won't have any shots here. It'll be Alma basketball on the sideline. King going to trigger it into Constant. And Casey will bring it unpressured across the timeline with 4:40 to play. Rake with it. He's got Minanglo on him. Constant now. They swing it around. I think that's Bargesser for three. It is, and he's got it. Xavier Bargesser for three. Thunder with it now. Knox on the right side. Gets it up to Minanglo. Leffler. Drive down the lane. Minanglo. Kick out. Knox. Three on the way. Front iron no good. Rebound to Gardner. Gardner will have a little trouble with it, but then gets it back. Goes right side to Rake. Tries to go inside to King. Tries to fire at baseline. Had his pass stolen. Nice job by Bargesser to try to steal it back, but he was unable to corral it. So the ball will go to Trine with 3:50 to play here. Thunder lead at 93-68. They get it into Jones. Jones is going to go to Leffler. Minanglo. Back to Jones. Minanglo thought briefly about the three, decided not to take it, to Leffler. Minanglo gets himself inside the lane, puts it up and good. Emmanuel Minanglo with another two. And Trine starting to approach that 100-point mark, 95-68. Constant swings it out. They go inside now, left block to Rake, doing some nice work down there. Too strong on his layup, gets his own rebound, puts it up, good. And Minanglo is going to pick up the foul. So Rake with a chance for an and one. Jacob Hahn into the ball game. For Trine, also Mitch Sauber. Sauber out of Hanover Horton, a freshman, 5'10". Rakes foul shot, no good, back iron. And Trine wants to run. Carbaugh's in the ball game now. Menanglo, little fall-away jumper in and out, no good. Constant the rebound. Casey Constant comes back the other way for the Scots. Gets it off, Bargesser. Inside rake, Brandon's going to go with a little lefty jumper, no good. Rebound to the Thunder. That was Carbaugh. They swing it around, right side, Sauber. Leffler has his shot contested and no foul call. Ball stays in bounds. Here's Bargesser for three, no good, but he's fouled. So Bargesser will shoot three. Foul's going to be on Mitch Sauber. And with 2:14 to go, the Scots will shoot three with Xavier Bargesser. First shot on the way, front iron, no. The Scots are going to get a substitution. It's going to be Glenn for Rake here after the second shot. Bargesser takes some time, fires it up there. This one's perfect. Glenn does come in now. Also, Griffin Lorimer back, replacing Menanglo. As Brooks Miller wants to take a chance to coach up his young freshman a little bit here. Menanglo's got a chance to be a star with his size. Third shot is good for Bargesser. He gets 2 out of 3. Thunder with it now, 2 minutes to play in the ball game. This is Sauber. They swing it around, going in, and laying it up and no good is Leffler, but he's going to go to the line for a pair. Another nice play by Mason Leffler in there. That's another freshman for the Thunder. He's out of Evergreen High School in Swanton, Ohio. So he will shoot a pair. First one on the way, perfect. 96-72 Thunder. Minute 57 to go. Leffler's second on the way, and good. Both of those were just dead perfect down the middle. This is Casey Constant for Alma. Gets it to Bargesser. King to Constant, left side. 3 ball from the wing for Constant, up and good. Casey Constant with a 3. And here come the Thunder back the other way. Sauber along the right side, kicks it out. They go around to Hahn. Pass is going to be tipped up and almost stolen by Constant. Then he nearly fouls Lorimer. But Lorimer, with 7 on the clock, is going to have to come back quickly. Kind of floats up through the lane, no good. Rebound to Bargesser, who will go to Constant. Constant tries to dribble it in, can't, gets it to Bargesser with a minute to go. Bargesser with it again now. Constant on the left wing, moves to the left, fires a 3, air ball. Rebound, I thought was going to come easily, but did not. It does come to Leffler, though. They want to move. They would probably like to get to 100 points, I would assume. Leffler with it. Thought about a 3 there, did Carbaugh. He's going to give it off instead to Sauber. Over right side, 3 on the way. No good from Hahn. And the rebound comes out to the Scots with 25 seconds to go. They'll get it over on the right side. Three ball on the way as it comes back out to Bargesser. He misses badly. Good hustle down there by Glenn to save it off the legs of one of the Thunder, and it will stay with Alma with 12.6 seconds to go. Shot clock turned off here. Trine's going to win this one. They lead it 97-75. Scots have put up a nice fight in this second half, though. Here comes Constant to Glenn in the lane. Little right-handed hook, no good. Rebound comes to Trine, and they'll just dribble this thing out with 1 second left, and the buzzer will sound. Final score, 97-75 in favor of the Trine Thunder. We will be back to the Art Smith Arena for the postgame show brought to you by Alma College. Once again, 97-75 Trine. And welcome into the post-game show. Trine beating the Alma Scots 97-75. The Thunder improved to 4-0 on the season, and it was a 24-0 run the last 7 minutes and 40 seconds of that.